is up, my hackers? It is I, Ashton, and today I'll be doing a thing. And today's thing will be reacting to a very terrible object show. Battle for a Universal. However, this is not just a normal reaction, it's also full-on review. I will be nitpicking every single that this show has failed to be a joke object show and all forms of infringing on intellectual property. So, let us begin. If I can access it. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while, but I'm just going to let you know. He has no right to the characters, nor the mute to one of the characters in the show, no matter what someone says, because there was no approval given. Unoriginal comedy, plus new friendly, plus stolen background. You really do suck at voice acting. Hint, if you actually want to make a good joke show, try to at least make the voice acting somewhat decent. If you may have noticed, I'm going to use my comparison for a good joke object show, being Object Show 87, which I think is like the only reason people make joke object shows now. It was made well. This isn't. Also, it's made via slideshow making software, not animation. Another big flaw. If you can hear a spacebar being clicked, that can get very annoying. Plus, ear rape sobbing. Not very enjoyable. How dare you disrespect our Lord and Savior Firecube? I mean, Jesus Christ. Also, all the characters are just stuck in idle positions stolen from the Cobra server. Just letting you know, character Evil Pie is probably is basically a way you get when you turn a DeviantArt Sonic recolor that actually has some effort in making it an object show form. Yeah, you don't really get counted on that. You really just reworked a No You joke. A joke which stopped being funny the moment it was said. Unoriginal communism joke and property right infringement numero uno. Because, also, I'm pretty sure at this point communism memes have already stopped being funny. Echo effect in Europe on Soviet anthem. Oh boy, something I've never heard before. That was sarcasm, by the way. Did I give you permission to use that mic asset? Also, what about you with the saw asset? Or wherever you got those clip art top hat and beards, sunglasses. Also, did Tatsar even agree to this? Oh, wait a minute, you never asked. And because he stopped existing, meaning that is actually infringement case number 2. This is the voice acting equivalent of using insults in an argument about personal and property infringement. It sucks. Unoriginal joke. Also, stretching assets is not really funny or really shows quality. I can't even make sounds that irritating. Okay, maybe I can, but I at least can pull it off well. No, I do not want to come and join your show. Also, Meagles' mouth always has a blue outline. You can't even get that detail right. Secondly, those line eyes do not match with the stretched out asset. Also, character right infringement. Also, because Weagles is actually one of the few characters in this show with a canon voice, it's repulsive hearing someone try to do a mimicry of it, even though he hasn't even tried it and is really just screeching into a microphone, which honestly isn't funny, not even ironically. Really? You turn actually breaking the law and using personal infringement into a joke. Keep in mind, you're also the guy who steals videos and re-uploads them with just you putting voiceover commentary on them. At least I am making myself the main focus of this video by showing myself and only having a Chromebook screen with a barely visible display of it. Stolen joke. Oh look, you tried to avoid copyright by only slowing down a stolen track that you've had no permission to use. Also, this is more just a personal tidbit, but those just intros that just show characters they aren't good. Keep in mind, I've already paused the video multiple times, and I'm only 1 minute in. Also, and this is more of another tidbit. You wanted to go with main jokes. However, you chose to go with Saw being a quitter as opposed to our Lord and Savior Firecube, Chainbreaker, that guy. The disappearance of Hayes. Trying to think of more. Regular Weagles. Also, having two characters of basically the same, having basically the same thing as two characters, is really good. Okay, now I'm actually starting to realize that the reason why Saw is used is because of the whole reversal token and immunity token scheme. However, since this show is primarily based on Void, why is Lil T in? Also, why did you put a self-insert? That's basically a very terrible OC. He's like, 100% original donut steel. Teams are determined by choice and not merit. This is all. And shows no shenanigans of every member actually earning their team. People actually earning teams, and therefore it just shows no real character development. I know this is a joke show, but I'm allowed to nitpick. Joke shows can have development, too. This scene shows my character communicating with Woody's character. Until the cases of personal property and intellectual property infringement, Woody was the person I hated the most. Now it is Aqua. All-Star memes are also not really that funny anymore. I know Shrek's still a meme and he is usable, but really, anything involving All-Star's really just that alt-rock song that's associated with Shrek that became a meme and now only people really like it ironically, or because they actually like Smash Mouth. To prove that this singing ability is terrible, I'm actually going to sing for you. You notice I can have one head moved, and I'm actually going to put on some good music. And I write by Mark T. Robbins. Videos. A good one. Ain't I Right? American Anti-Communist Song posted by FBIV. Greatest. You came down to this southern town last summer to show the folks a brand new way of life. But all you've shown the folks around here is trouble. And you've only added misery to their strife. Your concern is not to help the people. And I'll say again, though it's been often said, your concern is just to bring discomfort, my friend. And your policy is just a little red. Now, ain't I right? Ain't you right? Ain't you right? It matters not to you how people suffer. And should they you consider that a gain? You bring a lot of trouble to the town and then you leave. That's part of your communistic game. I detect a little communism. I can see it in the things you do. Communism, socialism, call it what you like. It's very little difference in the two. Now, ain't I right? Ain't you right? Ain't you right? All of us sometimes have been a bearded, hateless bunch. There's even been a minister or two. A priest, a nun, a rabbi, and an educated man have listened and been taken in by you. Now the country's full of two-faced politicians who encourage you with words that go like this. Burn your draft card if you like, it's good to disagree. It's a good acquainted communistic kiss. I'm not gonna sing the whole song, because, however, since this is cover and therefore has no backing track, it is technically falls under fair use. And also, I'm making no money off this video by a lack of monetization. And I'm not even doing this to do so. I'm doing this for review purposes, which also technically falls under fair use. Take that, Aqua. Honestly, defying intellectual property rights, that sounds pretty communist. That joke is only funny when Shrek says it. At least you described yourself accurately. However, that Google document was actually meant to, in order to bring attention to how you actually violate it and how your usage doesn't even make sense. Why even bother? Really weird. He has a hatred towards state viewers. Yeah, it has nothing wrong with a character change in order to both A, market a show, and B, have like a restart. He doesn't even go with the character. Also, I just realized the quitter saw joke coming about Cobra, not Void. What the friggle? That is the second time terrible whining has been used in this episode. You really need to write these scripts better. I make more interesting scripts improvised. His name's pronounced Weagles. Apparently protecting intellectual property rights in order to ensure that my profits are not stolen by someone else using it for their own gain is communist, okay? It's sweaty. Really can't pronounce them. Give me a moment. Who the frick would eat this? It's Weagles that time. Look how they massacred my boy. Rip-off joke. I know you're probably trying to milk the living heck out of the fact that I don't want you using my intellectual because I never gave you permission. I said nothing, which does not count as giving you permission. Should have, if you at least told us more about the show, you could have actually gotten it by without me having to make this video to rip on your product as much as possible. And again, video falls under fair use. Joke's on you, I make a review. I was never actually intending to use a copyright strike. I said I was waiting for it because I'm pretty sure there would have at least been one coming by for you using a copyright song. I can't defend myself. I can't defend Weagles because I have made no money off him, and therefore cannot not claim that's my property without having to issue it. I'm not going to issue a copyright strike over you using a vector sprite that I made. If you actually really want to use this, you are literally just wasting your time. Anyways, let's see. Will this actually get a second episode? That's another question. I know that this is a joke show, but seriously, whenever you hear that challenge, you know that there is no love in that person. You probably only did that because you A, don't want me to rip on your content anymore, and B, want to make yourself feel good by literally just pushing yourself onto your own agenda, and you know that your audience of prepubescent viewers will eat that crap up. Honestly, at this point, the go commit joke has already staled out of it. Drum roll effect, even though that there is literally nothing in the scene to actually drum roll on. Actually, the Infinity Gauntlet is in possession of Radigan. Is actually in the possession of Radigan. So, therefore, in order to do this, Dino Hoon would have to encounter Radigan, in which Radigan is practically indestructible and has made Shaggy not feel so good. joke which the series is based on Void. Yeah, a joke from Cobra still slips in. This. I see you later. I mean, see you never, because I am deciding no longer put any effort into the show because I realize that if I just continue to make predictions, I can just soak up views from people who actually put in effort. Seriously. I at least appreciate that you removed him from the show, but it still counts as disrespect, right? Do what you did with what you did when you used Slopball without permission. Privatize both videos, remake the series, make it a reboot. People will probably eat that crap up more. Put Firecube in it. If you want to make a communist joke about me, use AIDS. He is probably basically my laughing stock of an OC. Beagles, however, has his own personality and is basically his own joke. He needs no introduction because he is Weagles, which is explained in the freaking document. Anyways, I'm not sure. Give me other terrible things to review. I probably won't laugh at them, and you'll actually get really valid arguments. And these videos will be about 3 times longer than the original source. Anyways, I'll see you then. See ya.